The clay floats out at 25 yards, a gentle quartering bird, the kind you have broken 1,000 times. You track it smoothly, you pull through, you fire, and the clay sails on untouched. High, clean miss. You're baffled. The lead felt right. The swing felt smooth. The bead was on the bird. So you do what most shooters do. You blame the cartridge. You blame the wind. You convince yourself the bird dipped at the last moment. But the problem was none of those things. At the exact moment your finger touched the trigger, your head lifted off the stock. Just a fraction, just a millimeter. Too small for you to feel, too fast for you to notice, but more than enough to send the shot clean over the top. This is the mistake that lives in the blind spot of your own perception, and it is costing you more targets than every other error combined. Before starting, please subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. The mistake you cannot feel. Head lifting is the most common undiagnosed fault in clay shooting. Not a dramatic head lift where you stand up and watch the bird sail away. A microscopic separation, so small that the shooter genuinely believes their cheek never left the comb. Here is why it is so hard to catch. When you fire a shotgun, recoil pushes the gun backward and upward. Your brain feels the gun move away from your face. It does not know whether the gun moved first and your head stayed still, or your head moved first and the gun stayed still. All it knows is that the connection broke, and by the time your conscious mind registers anything, the shot is already 50 yards downrange and the clay is unbroken. The head lift happens at the worst possible moment, right at the trigger pull. The final instant when the barrel must point exactly where your eyes are looking. Lift your head by 1 millimeter at the comb, and the shot pattern climbs by 3 or 4 inches at 25 yards. A clay target is roughly 4¼ inches across. A typical head lift puts the core of your pattern above the bird. You see it clearly. You swung perfectly, and you missed. Why it gets worse. After 50. Younger shooters can sometimes get away with a small head lift and never know it. Their reaction time is quick enough that the head comes back down before the recoil impulse ends. The lift and the return happen so fast that even the shooter cannot separate them. The target breaks. They never discover the fault. After 50, that cushion disappears. Your neck muscles are fractionally slower. Your flexibility is fractionally less. The same head lift that a 25-year-old subconsciously corrects mid-shot becomes a clean miss for you. The fault was always there. You just had the physical speed to hide from it. There is a second factor. As we age, our dominant eye can weaken relative to the other eye. This is called ocular dominance shift, and it is more common after 50 than most shooters realize. When your dominant eye weakens, your brain desperately wants to confirm what it is seeing. It wants both eyes fully open, head slightly raised, maximum visual field. Your subconscious lifts your head to get a clearer view of the target, and in doing so, breaks the eye-to-rib connection that makes the shot possible. You're not consciously choosing to lift your head. Your brain is doing it for you, trying to help, and it is destroying your score. The partner test that exposes it. Since you cannot feel your own head lift, you need external proof. Here is the simplest test in clay shooting, and it costs nothing. Take a shooting partner to the range. Stand on the station with your unloaded gun. Ask your partner to stand behind you, not beside you, directly behind, and watch the back of your head. Mount the gun. Call for a target. Go through your full swing. Fire on a snap cap. Ask your partner one question. Did you see daylight between my cheek and the comb? If the answer is yes, even once, you're lifting your head. The gap was real. It was visible to someone behind you. It was invisible to you. Most shooters are genuinely shocked the first time a partner confirms the lift. They will argue. They will insist their cheek was glued to the stock. That disbelief is exactly why the fault persists for years. The problem lives in the gap between what you feel and what actually happens. Why the standard advice makes it worse. When a coach or a squad mate sees you miss high, the advice is almost always the same. Keep your head down. On the surface, that sounds correct, but it is actually making the problem worse. When you force your head down onto the stock, you're creating muscle tension in your neck and shoulders. Tension is the enemy of a smooth swing. A tense neck resists rotation. It slows your follow-through. And the moment your conscious brain shifts attention to the target, which it must because you have to see the bird, that tense, forced head position relaxes slightly. The head lifts. The shot goes high. You tightened down to fix the problem and created the exact conditions for it to happen again. The solution is not pressing harder. It is building a mount where the head stays connected without tension, connection without force, contact without clamping. The 2 drills that fix it. You can cure head lifting in 2 weeks of dry fire work at home. Here are the only 2 drills you need. Fix 1. The eyes closed mount. Take your unloaded gun. Stand in your shooting stance. Close your eyes. Mount the gun to your face the way your body naturally wants to. Do not force anything. Do not press the cheek down. Just bring the gun to your face until you feel the comb touch your cheekbone. Hold the mount for 5 seconds. Ask yourself, where do I feel pressure? It should be on the cheekbone, not the jaw. It should be firm, but not tight. Your neck should feel loose. Your shoulders should be down. Open your eyes. Check the rib. Is the bead centered? If the bead is high or low, your natural mount needs a stock adjustment, but that is a different topic. For now, we are only training one thing: consistent cheek contact without tension. Do this 50 times, every day, for 1 week. Your brain is learning that the mount ends with cheek contact, not shoulder contact, not grip pressure, but cheek contact. Fix 2. The lag-free swing. This is the drill that eliminates the lift during the swing itself. Mount the gun with your eyes open. Pick a spot on the wall, a light switch, a mark on the paint, anything small. Keep your eyes glued to that spot. Now swing the gun smoothly from left to right, as if following a crossing bird. As you swing, mentally check, has the pressure of the comb against my cheek changed? Did it lighten? Did it shift? If the pressure changed, your head lifted. Even if you did not feel it lift, the change in pressure is the proof. Now do it again. Same spot, same swing. This time, focus on keeping the cheek pressure exactly the same from the start of the swing to the end. Do not press harder. Just maintain what you started with. 50 swings a day. 1 week. The goal is a swing where the comb pressure is so consistent that if you closed your eyes, you would not know the gun was moving. The single most important change. After 2 weeks of these drills, you will step into the stand with something new. A mount that connects without tension, a swing that keeps the connection from start to finish, and a brain that no longer lifts the head to chase the target because it has learned that the target comes to the eye, not the eye to the target. The change will feel subtle. You will not feel faster. You will not feel sharper. But you will look at your scorecard after the round and see targets you used to miss. The high quartering bird, the gentle looper, the straightaway that somehow always went over, sitting in the hit column instead. That is the proof. Your challenge this week is the partner test. Take a friend. Ask them to watch the back of your head. Find out if daylight is appearing between your cheek and the comb. You cannot fix what you cannot see. And now you know how to see it. If this exposed a fault you never knew you had, hit like and subscribe. Keep the cheek connected, trust the swing, and I will see you in the next one.